Hey, this is Gary Cherone.
This is Nuno Bettencourt of Extreme, and vocês estão ouvindo 89 FM Rádio Rock.
Beleza, estamos começando a entrevista aqui com o Nuno Bettencourt e o Gary Cherone do Extreme. Eu sou o Danilo, da 89 FM Rádio Rock. Primeira coisa que eu queria dizer que é um dia muito especial, particularmente para mim, que está conversando com vocês, porque o nome do meu filho é Nuno, por causa do Nuno Bettencourt. Tem até uma tatu na mão aqui com N, o nome dele, e o seu. Então, obrigado pela conversa aí.
I gotta take a screenshot of that. Can you do that again?
Hold that up. That's pretty cool.
You gotta say something, or else your screen doesn't come up big. Just say one thing for me.
Yeah, my son's name is Nuno because of Nuno Bettencourt.
That's amazing. No, I'd like to show my family that. That's amazing. Right. Apologize to your son for that name.
Beleza, então vamos começar, vamos falar um pouco do presente e do futuro do Extreme. O disco novo sai dia 9 agora, o Extreme 6, e eu queria falar um pouco que vocês lançaram Rise, já tem quase 3 milhões de views, lançaram também a Rebel, que aliás o Gary tá cantando muito, e a Banshee, tudo com mais de 1 milhão e meio de views, e eu queria perguntar para vocês o seguinte, como que é, essa altura da vida de vocês, né, da carreira, receber um feedback mundial tão positivo com essas três músicas aí que vocês lançaram?
The success for us has always been, first and foremost, success is creating music, right? And creating an album that we're proud of. That's the most success we'll ever have. Because for us to be able to share music with you, when people say it's 15 years or 13 years minus the pandemic years, it's not because we didn't have music. It's because we really take pride, and we have to be passionate, and we have to really love what we're going to share with our fans and what we're going to share with the world. So that's the success in itself. You know, regardless if people love the music or they don't love it, we want to put our heads on the pillow at night and be proud of what we did and go to sleep knowing we did what we love. And that's the most successful, regardless of those platinums and golds and getting that stuff. That's a bonus. That's just a bonus. That's like, that's just, you know, a blessing, right? So when we first got the reaction, when Rise came out and we started seeing what was happening, we were pleasantly like, look, we're not polite guys. We know what we can do. We go for blood. We always attack and we demand the attention. But when it happens like the way it happened, we're also humbled. You know, we're also humbled to the point where, you know, it was shocking how quick and how great the response was for Rise. Not only the song, but the guitar solo and the vocals, all of it. And I think it's a testament to the fact that I think people are starved, you know, for rock and roll done like this from our generation. You know what I mean? And from where we came from. And not only music released, but music done in a way that when you watch a video of a band, there's passion there, there's fire, you know, and there's joy in the guitar playing and all of that stuff that's in there. And I think a lot of people reacted to the solo because they're used to seeing a lot of people sitting down and playing guitar these days, and great guitar players, by the way. But when you see it, the mythology of rock and roll, and you see a guitar player in a band with vocals and arrangement, it takes us back to why we doing this in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
É exatamente isso que eu ia perguntar sobre o solo de guitarra, e você já falou sobre a reação da galera nesse solo que realmente mudou um pouco a cena que está rolando de guitarra no mundo, todo mundo falando. Mas, então eu queria falar sobre a Rebel, que tem um vocal do Gary Cherone que é impressionante. E eu fico imaginando como é que vai ser isso ao vivo para os próximos anos, cantando desse jeito e tal. Existe algum tipo de preparação para você conseguir fazer isso ao vivo aí, que ficou demais também?
Yeah, you know, go ahead. I was just going to say quickly about the solo, and Gary can take over the vocal. And Gary will laugh about this. He saw me in my hotel room, you know, getting ready, playing the stuff live is like, we're always like, okay, we're going to do it. But because of the reaction, I was just like, man, the second I play this solo live for the first time, the phones are going to go up. They're going to make sure we can do it. They're going to make sure Gary can sing it. They're going to, you know, it's exciting, but it's also, wow, people are actually paying attention.
É, e é exatamente por isso que o show com a banda é legal ao vivo. Então, Gary, me conta aí se tem algum exercício específico aí para hoje em dia para o show e para essa música.
I would say the whole band, you know, this band has always prided itself on performance. And so everything we do off stage is somewhat of a preparation. I mean, we have our fun, you know, we go out, we'll have a drink and do all that fun stuff. but we take the performance very seriously. We are, as Nuno said in the past, we feel like we perform just as passionately as we did back in the old days, but now it just hurts the next morning. We're a little older, so our bones are a little sorer. But vocally, I don't think I've done anything different. I might have to be a little bit more careful before the show, and not get in any fights with the band and raise my voice. But I think the whole band has the same mentality when it comes to performance.
É isso aí, então vamos para a próxima pergunta. Eu estava pensando aqui, vocês tocaram com vários artistas durante a carreira, né? Por exemplo, o Nuno tocou com Steven Tyler do Aerosmith, com o Perry Farrell do Jane's Addiction, com a Rihanna, Kanye West, o Gary Cherone tocou com o Joe Perry, também do Aerosmith e tudo mais, e o Nuno Bettencourt tocou com Paul McCartney, né?
He beats everybody, by the way. He wins.
É exatamente isso que eu ia falar, porque depois do Paul McCartney, que é o topo, existe alguém que vocês gostariam de fazer alguma parceria?
I think Gary and I would agree that, there's a lot of bands that we're, we have our favorites, Queen and Aerosmith and Van Halen and The Who. But I think if there was the pages of rock and roll that we said, okay, who are the front and the back of the book and everybody else in front, I think we would agree to probably be the Beatles and Zeppelin. And then that's the pop side of things, and here's the rock and roll side, and then everybody else is just in the middle. So I think anything to do with Page or Plant or McCartney, Lennon, of course Mercury and Brian May and all that stuff, but there's something that's about McCartney and the Beatles that is just so it's so up there and so almost it's mythological. They're not even real, So when I had to be in a room with Paul McCartney for 3 days, I had to talk to myself all the time before I walk in and just go, it's not real. It's not really him. It's just a hologram. Don't get too excited. But when he's right here and he's singing with you, he's playing with you, it's like you're having this bizarre dream. It's insane.
E você, Gary, tem alguém aí que você gostaria de tocar também, que faltou na sua lista aí?
Yes, same thing. I just did a short leg with Joe Perry, and like Nuno said, we grew up with Aerosmith and Nuno's worked with Tyler, and we've known those guys for many years. We just played a show with at Fenway Park in Boston with Aerosmith, and as far as anyone on the bucket list that I'd like to meet that I haven't met or have an opportunity to perform, Mick Jagger comes to mind. Mm-hmm. We've Roger Daltrey came up on stage at Wembley with the band. We played with our, Cheap Trick and all these guys. Neil Sean.
We've had a blessed life, man, with all our heroes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, vou perguntar uma coisa agora que eu não tenho certeza, que eu não me lembro, apesar de conhecer o Extreme, eu vi todos os discos. O Extreme tem alguma participação de algum artista fazendo alguma colaboração? Por exemplo, alguém cantando com o Gary, eu tocando com o Nuno, ou Extreme Career?
I think the only time we ever did that was with Pat Travers on Get the Funk Out. He came in, he's a hero of mine, and he was supposed to more play guitar, but I think everybody was a little bit too wasted, and then he ended up keeping his vocal, because I always loved his voice as well. He sang my part, but I don't think, other than we had a rapper on Cupid's Dead, I think that was about it.
Yeah.
Mas vocês têm vontade de fazer alguma coisa assim, ou nem passa pela cabeça?
No, maybe someday. Yeah, you never know, a duet with a girl or a woman. But right now, me and Nuno are selfish. We like to sing.
He's finally let me sing lead on this album.
Yeah,
so
we do.
Eu quero ouvir, hein, quando sair.
And Nuno sings some lead. And
yeah, you're right. On the rest of the album, I think there's 3 songs where we both share vocals, so it's going to be interesting.
Bom, então vamos para a última pergunta aqui, que o tempo é curto, e eu queria saber quais são os próximos passos do Extreme. Eu sei que vocês vão sair em turnê com Living Colour, mas e depois, o que vai rolar?
we're planning. We carved out the schedule. I think. Let me see here. It was what is it? 2023, 2033, 15 years. 2035 will be our next album. In 15 more years. And no, man, it's just touring. It's just we're excited to play the new music live. We're excited to reconnect with all our fans from all over the world and get there. And even coming to Brazil, we're excited and we're disappointed, meaning we don't go there enough. And I think we're not going to be playing enough of the country this time around. You know, just doing one city. We're excited, of course, but we have to come back and play all the other cities. And we're already thinking about a next album, and we have ideas. Gary's got a great album title, and we're already thinking about hopefully maybe do what we did before in the past, which is create the next album while we're touring, you know?
Então é isso aí, muito obrigado pela conversa aqui, muito legal falar com vocês. E então, vejo vocês no Best of Blues and Rock, vão vir aqui semana que vem. E bom show, bom álbum e muito obrigado. Valeu.
Give a big hug to Nuno. Hey, maybe Nuno and Nuno will meet in Brazil. We'll see.
Nossa, seria demais. Valeu, obrigado. Bom show, até mais.
89, a Rádio Rock.